All right, if I could go back in time and tell my 20-year-old self things that I wish I knew then, that I know now, and I've learned over all these years, right? The first thing is, when I was finishing up college, my thought process was the only way to be successful was to get a good job and then get another job, right? Get a good job, full-time job, and get a really good part-time job. That was my only thought process. How do I make $100,000 a year? So I want to make sure I could take care of my family, do things I want to do down the road when I had a family. But that's all I thought about. And I wish I knew then, at 20, hey man, listen, definitely get a job, definitely find a way to make money. You got to go ahead and support yourself, but find something that you can excel at as an independent contractor, entrepreneur, build a business. I also wish I knew at 20 how lucrative sales was. I didn't know that. I never knew, and I never sold anything. I went to college, high school, play baseball, college, play baseball. That's all I was focused on was playing ball, getting an education. So I never sold anything. My jobs were McDonald's, the supermarket bagging groceries, right? Like, even when you say everybody was in sales, dude, I was like 20. I'd really never, like, when you came to McDonald's, I don't think we did plus sizes then. I don't think it was even like, you want to upsize your fries or we didn't even do that. It was just like, you've got your Happy Meal, you got your number 9, you got some Big Mac, whatever it was you got. So for me, I wish I knew how lucrative sales was when I was 20. I would have gotten into it. I also wish I knew at 20 that what you're trying to do is understand people. That the product you sell, the industry you're in, all of those are secondary to understand the psychology of why people do what they do. I wish I understood that, and I didn't, obviously. I didn't even know that was a thing, right? And one of the last things I wish I knew was, because I didn't come from any money, I didn't come from this background where we grew up with, let alone extra houses, a house. I lived in an apartment, which was cool, right? And we had a car, like it wasn't great, like when it ran, it wasn't the greatest car in the world. We didn't go on like these vacations, right? We lived where we lived, right? With a lot of other people that were similarly situated to us. And I wish I knew that that didn't matter. See, at 20, I actually thought it did. I thought, you know what? Where you come from and what you've done or not done, I thought it was hard to move up that many levels. I wish I knew that the majority of people weren't smarter than me. I learned that over the course of time. I wish I knew the majority of people would not outwork me. I wish I knew that then. I didn't know that. I wish I knew to act as if until I got there. I wish I knew that I should find people at 20 that were successful and ask them questions and associate with them and get around them. I wish I knew at 20 to stop hanging out with my idiot friends that were doing nothing but stupid stuff just like me. We're all doing stupid stuff. I wish I knew those things then, and I wish I knew how important my mindset was. I wish I knew that you can talk yourself in or out of anything. I didn't know that. But if I had known those things at 20, those are things you should know at 20. They ain't better than you because they were raising more money than you. They're not worse than you because they were raising more money than you. They don't have a better chance because they went to a great school. I went to Eastern Connecticut State University. Ain't none of you ever heard of it. Unless you went there, and if you went there, you still might have forgotten. They had enrolling admission. You know what enrolling admission is? Show up and pay, bro, and you were in. It was enrolling admission. I remember I got in, and one of the kids was my buddy, I said, bro, I got in. He goes, dude, everybody gets in. Now, in fairness, it's a pretty good school now. It really is. Very impressive. But back then, it was like you showed up. But for me, you have to understand that if you're willing to outwork people and you got heart and you have a desire to be educated and to get better, dude, it's going to be hard for anybody to beat you. It's the greatest equalizer in the world. The American economy, capitalism, entrepreneurship is the greatest equalizer in the world, especially in sales. You want to get good? Out-educate yourself by learning, not by reading 57 books a month, and outwork everybody. Those are things I wish I knew at 20 years of age.